how to deal with ungrateful people. I wouldn't rather, they're not really ungrateful rather than being misguided, per se. Being ungrateful towards others isn't sometimes their choice, it's more like learned behavior from their childhood. Because if a child grows up seeing dysfunctional parents, right? And validating your love and your feelings, but never like giving you a place to feel heard and understood, this kind of behavior can happen, especially if you only have one parent or do you have both parents but they're emotionally not there, right? That's why without the right words, reacting to someone's behavior usually makes things worse. So with this, it's better off to just take it as an opinion and either walk away or maybe slightly try to guide them to understanding. But you got to remember, the older people are, the harder it is for people to admit that they are wrong or that they made a mistake, right? It's easier to attack somebody's character than it is to say that you were wrong or that you made a mistake, right? Um, I mean, that doesn't really excuse the behavior, but it stops you from taking the opinion personally, because that's basically all it is an opinion. And it's, if you think about it, like when you get backed into a corner, um, you would explode too, or you would do what you can, right? And that's basically the same thing as with these misunderstood people. And the older they get, the harder it's going to be for them to guide this behavior to emotional intelligence, I guess. Because you got to think they've been learning this behavior since they're a child, from home, school, social media, just the environment that they were in, right? So just be patient with them and try and help them recognize it, validate their point first before you get too deep into it. Um, and if you aren't really like, because these people will just walk away from a conversation, like you'll be in the middle of something, and if they just don't want to be, they were never able to handle that kind of conversation, or their parents even trying to validate their feelings, they will just rather just break down and go and hide than to have a normal conversation. So just be aware, be patient. It's not that they're actually ungrateful. It's just that they didn't have the right guidance as a child. Because, kids need to see their parents in happy, healthy, loving relationships, or they end up growing up looking for the same pain and the same chaos in relationships subconsciously without even realizing it. And then when they meet somebody that's like calm and whatever, they think that calm is chaos, right? And chaos is calm. It's a double-edged sword. Anyway, stay safe. Be aware.